Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle video. My name is Goki, and today we'll be talking about the brand new Trunks and Goten that hit JP not too long ago. We're going to give them a ranking and see exactly how powerful they are, how well do they fit in their categories, so on and so forth. But before we go ahead and continue with that, I'd like to remind you guys there is a giveaway going on the account, or the, not account, but the channel right now, for a brand new account with 3K stones on it. And in order to enter the giveaway for this video, now the giveaway is going to last for quite some time, you need to go ahead and like and comment the ranking I go ahead and give Goten and Trunks. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start the video. So, Goten and Trunks, the prodigious warriors slash leader of the Kamehameha category. These guys are interesting indeed. Very interesting leader skill. I actually like them very much. A very interesting leader skill, as I said before. Interesting meld and units that can be played or applied on this actual category, set of categories. If you combine them both together, they can make a very powerful team. And I think people are not to take this category mixture underestimated, just like they did with Ballowitz a while ago when Ballowitz first came out. So their super attack raises attack for one turn, very standard, immense damage. But the unit attack, if Krillin is on the team or there is a Trunks and Goten attacking in the same turn, they have to have Kid in parentheses on their name. They do greatly raise their attack, so 50% instead of 30%, and they buff allies' attack by 30%, which is really powerful. Having the chance to support in your super attack takes away the necessity of having it in their passive, which is really strong. So the passive skill, attack and defense 150% while performing a super attack, great chance of attack and defense 50%, and a great chance of additional attack and defense plus 50%, key plus 1, up to 3, attack and defense 10% up to 50%, and chance of evading enemies attack including super attack plus 7% up to 30% for each attack evaded. So when they evade, they actually buff themselves greatly, just similar to Goku, but they have a really good starting point, attack and defense at 150%. But the other things come from super attacks. So super attack, you have a great chance of hitting like a 500% threshold, because as you know, effects that take after a standard effect start a turn, like super attack and stuff, are multiplicative, they're not additive, making him a very hard defensive and offensive unit at the same time, although it is up to chance, and I don't like chance units as much, but having that, but the category is the thing that lets me kind of outweigh the some of the issues. And the active skill gives you key plus 6 and evades enemy attack including super attack for one turn, can be activated when there's an ally whose name includes Trunks and or Goten attacking in the same turn starting from the third turn from the start of battle. So after 3 turns have allotted, they get the opportunity to become this beast of a card, powerful card. At 55%, I'm not sure how powerful they will be. I don't think they'll be ultra defensive. I think or ultra defensive or offensive. I believe they need at least one dupe to work best with to get those additional crits going, but for the most part, a very strong card indeed. I put them around the S tier, not necessarily the Z tier, which some hover as the best of best, like Gohan and Gogeta and things like that, but they are really powerful. They are not to be underestimated, and they are a unit that you can use in your box because of this interesting leader skill and this nice set of categories they have. Hybrid Saiyajins, Joint Forces, Movie Heroes, Youth, Super Saiyajins, Kamehameha, Prodigious Warriors, or Prodigious Warriors, or I don't know, Prodigal Warriors or Prodigious Warriors. I can't say it. Tongue twister for sure. Link skill, the Instant Super Saiyajin, Kamehameha, Prodigies, Budding Warrior, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle, which is an interesting set of links. There is one partner that I think above all fits this guy very well, and it is the new EZA AGL Goten. He's very powerful. He doesn't require anything to start tanking this guy. He needs an extra Trunks or whatever to get his damage reduction up to 7%, but even after that, his defense needs to be high enough to be able to tank. If he doesn't have any defense in his kit, it's really hard for him to tank. That's how they kind of balance him out. But this Goten is very, very powerful, especially after his EZA. Holy Wall of Text Batman. If you see that attack, 90% of the start turn. This right here. Attack and defense plus 100%, plus additional 100%, and then all this other information. He does get damage reduction. He does chance of critical hit. So if he's at a 55%, he actually usable as long as he's with any of these right here. So moving on to his potential categories: Hybrid Saiyajins, Joint Forces, Movie Heroes, Youth, Super Saiyajins, Kamehameha, and Prodigious Warriors. Very, very powerful categories for them to work on. They work on all these categories. Surprisingly enough, they are a very, very cohesive unit, and I think people are going to enjoy this unit once they get him in their box. Now, is a necessity someone on his banner? I think not. I think free-to-play players can stay away from this banner kind of safely, although the banner is actually pretty good because it has Golden Frieza, it has Go Bros on there. The new Krillin is very stacked, and he sits on Battle of Wits, which is really, really important, and these guys themselves are actually pretty good, so it's a pretty decent banner for the most part. Outside of that, I would say the only fault of the card is having to build up through chance. So we're going to take a look at his categories right now. Joint Forces, he has access to Go Bros, which is going to be his main source of getting his passive up, because there is in fact a Super Saiyan Goten parentheses kid on this card, allowing you to activate his passive, which is really, really good. And the combined forces leaders are right here. You know, you have the 150% right here, and then I think they're 130. So on combined forces, they are also they also lead Universal Survival Saga, so you can mix some interesting things with the Joint Forces. You can, and Trunks and Goten on there. Of course, Joint Forces going to be interesting for them to begin with. So you have access to Goten and Gohan right there, and then pretty much you can go ahead and put Goten and Trunks also within the same team, so allowing them to trigger that all their effects pretty much, even the unit super attack. So moving on past Joint Forces, we have the Prodigious Warriors. This is an interesting category. I'm going to take the time in a separate video to go ahead and talk about this one, but as you can see, there's some Friezas, some Vegetas, there's some Piccolos, there's some Demon King Piccolos, there's some Gotenks, some Trunks, and Caulifla, which is very interesting. I'll talk about that in another video soon. But we're moving on to Kamehameha, and this is where it starts to become skew of like whether it's a top tier leader skill that they have, or a top tier whatever. They do have a top tier leader skill, and I will be talking about this in depth. But they can have Goku on the team, which is kind of interesting. You know, they can have Goten and this guy on the team. They have their best partner in the form of this Goten right here to support and give them everything they need, and so that he can also trigger his damage reduction and all those other things. Because there is Trunks Kid on that team, or on that card. Movie Heroes, they pretty much do the same thing. As you can see, this category or this card has consistency with him, because this guy is on almost every single category that can be used. Youth, Movie Heroes, and Hybrid Saiyajins, whose leader is one of the best units or best TRs in the game, flat out. He can actually take this guy with him. You guys can take this guy. There's a lot of units that you can take. You can take this Trunks. You can take the new Fizz Trunks. That is actually pretty wild, and so on and so forth. So overall, I give this unit an S tier. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys are going to summon, comment down below also, you know, along with the rank for your entry into the giveaway, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.